I remember like there's an actor named Chris Pratt who was in he's like one of those Hollywood actors, but he's a bit controversial because he's very religious, which is like you can't be a Christian in Hollywood. Apparently, you have to, and you know it's weird. But he actually like did a speech how like prayer, like why do people pray? Well, it's actually good for your soul, which people don't understand what that even means, but it's actually good for yourself. Like you like for example like you helping people without telling anyone it should be good for you. It helps your soul,
I think it
type of
is.
thing.
Yeah.
It's not inherently about me helping someone else. You know what I mean? So when Christians say that, it kind of like it resonates with me. You know what I mean? When people say stuff like that, like prayer is good for you, and it's good for you not in a material sense. It's good for your soul. It makes you better. Like it's kind of like deeper than just like materials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can kind of like resonate with that kind of aspect of it. But yeah, like as I was saying before, like I don't call myself like religious in any sense right now, but clearly like Christianity is probably the only religion I can kind of like I vibe with, I understand, and
Is that because you've been exposed to it, or
yeah, I've been exposed to it. I mean, I'm sure a big part of it is just growing up in the West.
yeah?
Like maybe if I grew up in like another country, it would be another religion. But I think growing up in the West, and there is an element of Christianity that is very positive. Like there's an element of like welcoming togetherness. Like
Sure.
I've been to churches, and whatever you feel about it, they're actually really good people. Like it's amazing. Like they're very welcoming people, and a
Feel the
lot of
same.
yeah, and a lot of religions tend to be a little bit more standoffish. Like maybe Islam, Hinduism, Judaism, definitely like standoffish. Like
Yeah.
maybe like you have to be in this religion if you're like if you're is it like if your mom is Jewish, then you're a Jewish type of thing. It's very kind of insular.
Yes.
And
And you're not. They
yeah,
actively like try
yeah,
people not to become members in Judaism.
yeah, exactly.
Like if
Yeah,
you're interested in Judaism, apparently their first action would be to not encourage you.
yeah, not encourage you. I
I'm not sure
understand.
as to why that is, but that is the ritual in the
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that is the praxis.
It does happen, but then whereas in Christianity there is an element of like we want people to join us, and we'd love to teach you about what we have to say. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's that element of it, which is actually kind of people. A lot of people make fun of it, but there's something really sweet about that, really nice. Like, and for people that are struggling in life, like Christianity, like a lot of them like turn to Christianity because it is welcoming to people that are struggling. And I know like so that's sort of like blessed are the meek, like that aspect of Christianity where like people that are struggling that are kind of trying to reach out for some kind of like togetherness and some
Yeah.
kind of structure. Christianity is the answer for those people, for a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
So I think there is an element of it that's very like kind of really nice about it. I kind of do appreciate Christianity for that. But
The
yeah.
problem that I'm facing with it is like I do appreciate all the things that you were saying about
Hmm.
Christianity, but there are gonna be those like those few things, let's say 2 in 10, like 20%
Hmm.
of things that you like. I don't really actually think this, and
Yeah.
then what we said earlier, like about fooling yourself and you
Hmm.
know being a hypocrite. It's like you don't.
Hmm.
I don't want to call myself Christian if I can't actually stand up for all
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And so it's
That's
pretty
true.
tough, like I do appreciate a lot of things about it, but
Yeah.
and I don't know, maybe it's being too
Yeah.
perfectionistic, but I don't know. There's a lot of good
Yeah.
things about it and a lot of good people.
Yeah, it's kind of similar because the problem with religion for me is in order to just like avoid the virtue signaling aspect, it either has to be all true or you can't believe. You know what I mean? That's the hard part of religion.
Yeah.
It's like even if you like 95% of it, if you don't like 5%, you can't believe it. It has to be all true.
Here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
I
So
don't think any Christians, even the Pope,
yeah,
agrees with 100% of the Bible. I
yeah,
think they're all making a trade-off. Like this,
yeah,
I agree with this enough to commit, and then they're kind of wishy-washy about the things that they don't actually agree
mm,
with. They kind of like tone them down or talk about other things instead.
yeah. Maybe so.
It's
Yeah.
I think we're both you and I we're kind of like a little bit perfectionist in that way, and we want to do
Hmm.
things properly, and we want to act
Yeah.
righteously. So perhaps we're not very inclined
Yeah.
to commit.
Yeah. To commit. Yeah.
Yeah, some other
Because
people might not be as clear about what they believe, and
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, the point about like they do a trade off. I think most Christians do a trade off, which is kind of tough. I mean, the
not even all Christians, like all of the religions,
yeah,
probably.
all of them probably. Yeah,
Like I know a lot of Muslims that drink, for example.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them do trade offs and things like that. And yeah,
And like they have premarital sex,
yeah,
and that's not allowed. Maybe
yeah,
that's the whole thing about the forgiveness
yeah, maybe
thing.
so.
Because that leaves an
Yeah.
opening to people who
Yeah,
wouldn't be members, but you can recruit members
Mhm.
if you have the forgiveness part.
yeah.
Because then they
no,
can keep being themselves without, but still
yeah,
enter to your
yeah,
religion.
religion. But,
Yeah.
but the problem I have with that is that now you're just like playing a game where you're like, I'm just gonna do bad stuff and forgive it because
Bad stuff according to the book.
to the book.
Yeah.
Because I feel like forgiveness should be a genuine. Because I'm getting back to the whole genuine thing. Forgiveness should be I did not want to do something bad, but I just unfortunately did. Please forgive me. It should be like that. It can't be like I'm gonna do something bad and I'll just get forgiven. You know what I mean? That's like a not genuine form of forgiveness, which is a more genuine forgiveness, which is like I genuinely made a mistake, even though I did not want to make a mistake, type of thing.
I want to correct my course.
Yeah, I want to correct my course because I just did something bad, which I didn't want to do, type of thing.
I hope you enjoyed that clip of the HH podcast. If you want to see another clip, click here down to your left. And if you want to see the whole unedited episode, click down here to your right. And last but not least, if you want to subscribe, you can do so here in the middle. Thank you.